Okay, hi. Yes. So this is an edition that I am going to film because it's something I want to do, and I also kind of am podcasting with a mic because I'm cool like that. I'm cool like that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna post a video because it's with the shitty camera on the shitty phone that I bought from Base that I decided to make like my home phone where all of the socials are so I don't get distracted through the day. Because, yeah, I like also like being in the moment and not only posting about these moments. Um, so, yeah, that is my high for today. After my intro, of course. Today I don't really have a lot to tell because we have talked like not so long ago, and I've told you then most of what I had to say. But there's one thing that I've been enjoying these past few times. Also, uh, for the people who are seeing this on YouTube, I guess I think it's going to be. What you think about my hair? I did it myself. It's not super great. I'm not there yet at this, like, doing my own hair, but it is getting better and it is like a vibe. And also, I think next time I'm gonna all, like, do, like, the twist ones. Because I think my hair is, like, long enough for that to be, like, easier than like full blown real braids. That about my hair. But for today I'm gonna read you a Dr. Seuss book. Why a Dr. Seuss book? Why am I forcing you guys to listen to amazing poetry? Yes, I said it. Amazing poetry. First of all, it's Dr. Seuss. Let's start there. Second of all, I do not like to read at all. I've said this multiple times. I am honest about it to almost everybody. I say almost everybody because I still have to lie to these kids that reading is the most amazing thing you will ever learn. Which it is, kind of. So I'm not exactly lying, just a little bit. Because, like, I know I don't like reading, but I know the necessity and you know, okay, I'm gonna stop with preaching. So, Dr. Seuss. Why Dr. Seuss? Because, first of all, I've been getting into it these few weeks. I really like Dr. Seuss is in the forefront of my mind, and I'm like, yeah, I love those books. First of all, they're the smallest books ever. Like, listen, do you see no amount of books can be this small. And second of all, they're super funny. So I'm gonna read one to you today and then tell you why it's so amazing. And also, it's gonna be the funniest thing ever. And I hope I don't laugh while reading it because that's the only thing I remember of like Dr. Seuss. The rhythm in it and also like the laughing, the like sheer hilariousness of everything he was writing. Because like jokingly rhyming is like the best thing that exists. If only I could, because I write from a feeling point of view. It's it's really hard. It's like legit hard to like take myself like that serious. Um, and like make this a thing. But we are going to make this a thing. So I'm read it. Okay. Oh, this is so okay. First of all, I don't know if I'm really great at like reading in English out loud. I don't do it. Okay. Oh, yeah. I'll have to tell you which story I'm going to read to you. Gerald Mc Boink Boink. Gerald Mc Boink Boink is what I'm reading today. And no, it's not about sex. It's a children's book. It's Dr. Seuss, people. Get the minds out of the gutter. Okay. This is the story of Gerald McBloink. I'm already saying things wrong. This is starting out to be... Okay. This is the story of Gerald McCloy and the strange thing that happened to that little boy. They say it all started when Gerald was 2. That's the age kids start talking. Least most of them do. Well, when he started talking, you know what he said? He didn't talk words. He went boing boing instead. What's that? Cried his dad. His face turned gray. That's a very odd thing for a young boy to say. And poor Gerald's father rushed to the phone and quickly dialed the number of Dr. Malloy. Come over fast, the poor father pled. Our boy can't speak words. He goes boing boing instead. I see, said the doctor. I see, said the doctor. It's just as you said. He doesn't speak words. He goes boing boing instead. I've no cure for this. I can't handle the case. And he packed up his pills and walked out of their place. I changed a few words because it just flows better. I don't know. When months passed and Gerald's got louder and louder, till one day he went boom like a big keg of powder. It was then that his father said, "This is enough. He'll drive us both mad with this terrible stuff. A boy of his age shouldn't sound like a fool. He's got to learn words. We must send him to school." So Gerald marched off and obeyed. So Gerald marched off an obedient an obedient creature. Wow, that was hard to say. An obedient creature. Also, I don't know why that I'm switching accents as if I even am able to switch accents. Whatever. But he soon was back home with a note from the teacher from Public School 7 to Miss McCloy. Your little son Gerald, a most hopeless boy. We cannot accept him, for we have a rule that pupils must not go cuckoo in art school. Cuckoo. Cuckoo. I still love it. I still love this shit. Your boy will go honk all his life, I'm afraid. Sincerely yours, Fanny Schultz, teacher, 1st grade. Fanny Schultz, that's the name Mr. chose. I'm gonna stop here because also I believe this has copyright infringements all over it. So I'm gonna stop there. And like you can go and like read the rest. I mean, I believe most public libraries own one of these. I hope so. If not, just come somewhere. Buy them. You know, you can buy them online. But so you heard it, right? He's rhyming and climbing ridiculously, like rhythmly, not like rhyming, like rhythmally, melodic. That's what I'm trying to say. Arithmetic. Okay, he's using some arithmetic. That's what I'm trying to say. There is a rhythm in his wording. And also, I want to say it's very comedic. Riticumally. Riticumally. It's comedic. It's comically. It's comically, but it's also rhythmly. Rhythmly. I do not know how to say this word. Oh my god. It has a rhythm. It has a rhythm, and the rhythm is amazing. Also, what I have realized while reading it right now is that one of the great American comedians, Dave Chappelle. I know he's canceled, or temporarily canceled. I don't really know how these things work, but either way, he's a great comedian, and nobody can say otherwise. He's hilarious and in depth, socially, like pugnant. Is that the word people use? I have no idea, but he's like, he really like analyzes social situations and make them really funny. But he, on Def Jam, or one of those American stages from back in the days, he went on and had two poems. And so he also had a poem. And I just realized that his poem and his rhythm is completely ripped off of Dr. Seuss, which is like cool. But now I know why I don't know. I always loved it. Like, that's the beginning of the rabbit hole where I learned about Dave Chappelle as a big comedian and stuff like that. Like him, like going on the same stage as Lauryn Hill and Erykah Badu and so many other poets. Hashan? Either way, the guy who wrote the poem about being in love and then I fell in love with him. Yes. Hassan. Not Hassan Minaj. It's not Hassan Minaj. It's Hassan? I feel like I'm saying it right, but I'm just doubting myself. Either way. So the same stage as all of these amazing poets. And then he came in with this amazing and quite hilarious poem about like going to a night shop run by a Korean owner. I think he's an owner. Either way, the person behind the counter was Korean, and then looking like he was stealing from the shop, and then him being racist and saying like, "Oh my God, you're Chinese," and then him saying, "Oh no, I'm Korean." But it was such an hilarious poem that, like, yeah, I now remember, like, because I've seen it like 100 times, but the first thing I remembered is going, oh my God, this rhymes and like flows so great, even with the public like laughing through it. So yeah, that is what like has me at all with at the moment. It has me completely entwined in everything it is, like writing in a rhythmic, enjoyable way, because God, I also read stuff that I'm just like, are you mentally this like crazy to write this? Like making kids endure this like asymmetrical rhythm that like forces them to like do freaking tongue twisting how do you call it, arithmetics, tongue twisting gym tongue gymnastics. Let's call it tongue gymnastics to read and understand your book. First of all, if I can understand like not everybody can like make a rhythmic book. Also, I don't know if I can. Let me force the children's book and see, or multiple. But I can understand that. But then to then make it like a matrix of abstract ideas, and then saying that it's a children's book, like I only want to say bad words to you because, like, darling, life should not be made that hard at that age. I mean, school is hard enough. Don't come with that stuff. Okay? And yeah, when it's an historical book, go ahead. But those like are like older kids. But for the small kids, let us have fun. And then later on with the abstract deeper stuff, we'll get used to it. But I don't think I'll ever get used to it. I do not like it. If you want me to know something about history, you need to teach me. I'm not gonna like pick up a history book by myself. Like, have you seen history? It's a gore slay of depression as a read. So I just go boing boing. Oh my god, I so love this book. It's so hilarious also. And then the parents going nuts and doing everything they can. But then, okay, I cannot tell the clue of the book. But yeah, go read it and then tell me what you think. But it's freaking inspiring. I love it. I love it. That's all I wanted to share. That I love this book. Actually, I love everything Dr. Seuss does. And also the funny thing about Dr. Seuss, like even like if it's rhythmic and it's funny and it's a poem, very poetic, even so, it doesn't take away from his storyline or like how do you say? So it doesn't take away from his storyline, nor does it like diminish like the clue of the story. It does not diminish the clue. It does not, like, there is still a moral to the story, which is like so nice to have in a book. I think every book should have a moral of the story. Either way, I just wanted to say thank you for listening. See you next time. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope I do not annoy. I don't think I'm gonna post this on YouTube. It's too long. It's like I've been talking 18 minutes or more. I don't know. Either way, bye.